Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we've got some more searching to do to come up with our next mission. Now we do have this lair over here, but my plan right now with the Manticore 1 and 2 that just finished up this last mission for us is I want to, while we're here and there's at least at the moment no activity, I want to knock out these 4 exploration points down here before we head back up to take on the lair. And I do want to take on the lair, especially now that we don't have the extra mist to deal with. So that's the plan with the Manticore 1 and the Manticore 2. The Aurora, we had a great commenter, and I love reading all your comments because it's like, look, we're just sitting around waiting for flyers, so why don't you make yourself productive while you're sitting around and waiting? And we're going to do just that with the Aurora. In fact, we'll fly over here so we can trade for materials, because materials is really what I'm going to need the most, although eventually as we get some hiring done that I'm planning, we're going to need some more tech too. The one thing we have in abundance is food, so I got to be looking for non-food havens, and there's not a ton of them, so I can at least first start picking up the materials. So let's send the Aurora over here. Let's send the Manticore 1 and 2, and we'll come down here first. And then there's some introductions I want to make. We've gone ahead and named some things. I should have done this sooner for some of you, but finally, I'm on the ball. For the moment. Don't expect it forever. But we got some other names out here in the game. And the first one is down here, our newest armadillo, which actually is all healed up and ready to go. So that's something to keep in the back of our minds too. We have a road train. And road train, I apologize if you had done a backstory, because I know you're good on those and you like doing those for me. Give me a hint on what episode you made that backstory in so I can refer to it. I know there was a conversation between you and Citizen Andrew that you posted, but I thought there may have been a perhaps more complete backstory for Road Train, and I might have missed it. That's very possible. We know who we're dealing with here. So let me know if there is such a thing, and I'd be glad to share that with the team. The other naming that we went and did is in the Air Force. Some of you down in the 40s who it's going to be a reach that we get to you, agreed to some vehicle names. And so we have some new vehicles that have been named. We have Nefertiti, no relation Jones. We have Nikolai Carpathia, and we have Hunter Robin. So these ships, you can let me know if these are pilot names or AI names, because I know Aurora is an AI name that was given per the story. But, I have no problem if you want to be the pilot, because, the Aurora was flown out of the Haven by Citizen Eileen. So I have no problem. It's not a stretch in my mind to go either AI name or pilot name. If y'all want backstories or anything like that, if you're into that, it's not required. Just let me know how you want to be referred to, AI or pilot, and that would be awesome. I'll make sure I do that for you. So those are the new names this time, and I'm planning to get over and get some hires done too. And speaking of hires, we're going to go over here and look at our teams down here. The Nikolai Carpathia is going to fly up here, and I looked at several. There's quite a few technicians that have popped up around the map, and we're going to pick up our first one here just because we can afford one right off the bat. And this one, and looking around, thank goodness for the new quality of life that they've added to this mod, because we now know personal perks. This individual has Condo Raider, so I believe that is the one that allows us to jump up levels, and that's awesome for a turret guy to be, if we have a non-railing situation where we can get a turret up high to cover a zone. And it's also Sanitation Expert, which, is nice. I can't even remember. I think Sanitation Expert might be the goo, the guy that's immune to goo. I don't have all these new perks memorized, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's it. And compared to the other nearby one, well, this one also has Condo Raider, which is awesome, but it has Privileged. And for a technician that needs to carry a whole hell of a lot, like turrets, I don't want... There's nobody else that needs to carry a technician's turrets. So we're going to avoid this guy like the plague and come over here. And then let's pick up our other 2 ships that are down here, the Hunter Robin. We're just going to keep this trio of ships together because eventually the air game, after we get 4 more disruption points, we'll be able to get one of the teams over to the Americas like I've been wanting for a while. And I'm thinking it's more important to hire individuals to get them, either if it's even just slow training and just getting them all available, because we have the ships to shuttle people around now for the most part. And I want to make that a reality and make that happen now. So let's get you up here, Hunter Robin, and Nefertiti Jones. No relation, by the way. We're going to get you up here also. And I think that covers everybody that we've got to get moving. And so let's just get moving. Now, the other thing is, yes, we have a mission right here, Grand Theft Auto, but that's in a New Jericho Haven. I'm not at the point where I want to hurt our diplomacy with New Jericho because I want to keep trying to improve it just a little bit because we need access, in my book, to rockets. Once I get rockets, I'll be more inclined to, move on and not worry so much about New Jericho because we've got the technician now. We've got a lot of the pieces that I want. And then the only other good things that they have coming up down the road is late game. And we just may not, we'll have to look in Chaos, the marketplace, for those is what I'm thinking. So we're going to do... That's the plan, is to put off that mission. And then we have in research, favor for our friend, we have right here the heavy cannon development. And also, by the way, off camera, I noticed I overlooked the Synedrian aircraft technology. So I've put that in the queue behind our Acheron vivisection, reverse engineering the Redeemer. I think that's risen up in importance now because we're starting to get a tiny bit low on the Redeemer ammo right now, so I want to remedy that. And I think we have a breathing room with aircraft technology right now because we've developed the Tiamat and the Thunderbird stuff already. This is the nice long-range weaponry, but we'll get to it. And then the heavy cannon, so we can do that favor for our friend mission at last. We need to get moving on that. So there's, once again, the overall plan. We'll see what pops up and disrupts us from those plans, but we are ready to get moving. All right, our first ship has made it here. So actually, while we wait for the second one to follow up, let's do our hire. And we should be able to hire. We have the room, so we're just going to go ahead and recruit this individual and get it done. And yes, these guys are more... oh, look at this. Remote deployment? Is that something... Oh, that's just part of being... that's a future perk. So we're going to put you in Phoenix Point so you can start trading, and then we'll eventually get over there to pick you up. But we've got our next hire. And we will... Either if we get you in action this episode or next, we'll get you named. It's just determined on when we get you into action. So let's fly forward. Now, did we also make it here yet? No, we aren't quite there to trade yet, I don't believe. So let's keep flying. And now maybe we're up here. And we are going to trade some food for materials because we just spent a whole bunch. Now we need to gain some more back. And that's nice. In fact, we might even be able to get up and afford, not with a great margin, but let's go look at this guy up here. We're looking at Hunter and Paranoid. Now, Paranoid I can't remember. I think it's a plus and a minus on what it offers us, but I don't think carrying capacity is a big one. So I think I may go for this. I think Hunter is better aim. And I think we may go for this guy next. Now, there was one other technician I noticed somewhere floating around. Yeah, way down here. Nurse and Survivor. I think I like these perks just a little bit better up here. So we're going to head up here. It's also the independent mission, but I am not interested once again in doing that right now because I do not want to take a hit on New Jericho and our reputation there. So we're going there for hiring purposes only is the plan. So let's get our same trio of ships up there. the Hunter Robin, the Nikolai Carpathia, and the Nefertiti Jones. No relation, by the way. That's the part. That's the part of the nickname that cracks me up. Sorry, I'm going to be reading it that way for a little while till it stops humoring me. Okay, we did our trade here. No flyers have emerged yet, so we actually could trade down here for. Oh, here's a trade. We can go food for materials. Let's head there. In fact, it's flying over in this direction anyway, so we're going to come down here with the Aurora next and keep everybody else flying. All right, so we got our first exploration down here. We're going to get that done. And we are ready for some more trading here. Food for materials. That's a nice pickup in materials. And it means I can hire our second technician. Boom. Without a doubt when we get up here to get that hire done. So that's kind of exciting. Then the next person we're looking to hire of our folks in line is looking for a sniper. We may have to put that off because right now in personnel we have this. 3 berserkers, and I am not opposed at all to picking up 1 or 2 berserkers. It just may mean, Paul Reynolds, we have to skip you until we can afford a sniper. You know, such is the case that sometimes happens when you want a specific class. But, you know, we'll get back to you just like we have on the technicians. So let's take a look at where we want to go next then. I'm kind of thinking with the Aurora, we're still not having a flyer up here. And I am looking for something that does not have food. Like right here, we can trade food for materials, and it's Anu, so I'm not going to get necessarily the best rates. Do I dare take the Aurora this far away? We'll come here first, even if it is, you know, Anu. We're going to try. That's 4 food. We're going to still check it out, and we can decide to do the trade or not, depending on how many other hires we do. So let's do this in order. Let's wait to get up here, hire the technician, see where we're sitting, materials and all food and everything else wise after that, and that'll determine our next course of action there.
Research complete.
All right, damage inflicted on Acherons is increased by 10%, which is nice. Now that we're facing those 1,200 hit point Acherons, this actually wasn't a bad pickup for us. And apparently we finished our searching down in the southern regions of Africa. Our operatives have encountered a New Jericho scientific expedition. The expedition has discovered a unique mutation of Pilobolus crystallinus in an abandoned commune's composting facility. The individual fungi are almost 20 times as large as the unmutated variety. When expelling spores, they do so with enough force to penetrate armor. The expedition has begun preparations for burning the facility. Well, we can help them burn it. We can steal samples and donate it to Anu. You know, this is one where maybe we help them burn it to pick up a little, you know, plus with New Jericho. This, to study it first, that sounds more Synedrian, but I don't want to spend the tech. And since I'm looking to up New Jericho short term, just to try and unlock rocketry kind of tech, I'm actually going to choose this. For right or wrong, it's probably going to hurt us against Anu and Synedrian. Let's find out. It did not hurt us with the others. What do you know? The world doesn't need more dangerous mutations. The facility goes up in flames. So that did just what I was hoping and gives us a little more diplomacy with New Jericho. We probably need to get up. I'm not sure where to have access to potentially more research. I think it's another 12% to get it up around 40 is what I'm thinking off the top of my head, but I'm sure y'all let me know for sure what the case is. Now we finished down here. Let's get moving on to another spot with the Manticore 1 and the Manticore 2. And there we go. Now we're probably going to be hiring coming up, so let's keep our eyes up here. And just a visual check, I do not see any more flyers, and I did not recall seeing a pop-up. So cybernetics, we are not going to do that mission. We are going to go in here to go to the Haven info, and unfortunately, doggone it, we can't quite afford the tech cost, but we have some potential tech trades coming up. So let's take a look at those first. We can actually, not a lot of tech. That'll only get us 39 tech, but we might be able to trade some for over here to get us. So if I do 2 tech trades here and here, and then a materials trade here, that's going to burn through a lot of my food, but it'll allow me to get that technician purchased and hired. So I think we're going to stick with this plan. I may go here and then decide to bypass for over here, and then I can always come back for tech here if I feel I need a little more after that. And then the thing that's going to throw that all off is another flyer, of course. So while we're waiting over here, what I'm going to do is send, waiting for that trade to happen, we'll send Nikolai Carpathia, we'll send Hunter Robin, and we will send Nefertiti over here to explore while we're kind of waiting. All right, I'm going to get everybody there together before we explore.
Haven destroyed.
And that was the Haven over here that we could not get to in time. It was just too distant, too far away. I feel bad about it, but you know, that kind of stuff happens. Let's get back here. I think everybody's here now, so we're now going to explore here. And we should be getting ready to trade soon. In fact, let's fly direct here for this trade. And do we have a flyer that's popped up? I don't know if I've seen the message for it yet. No new Pandoran flyer, no message for it, so we're going to keep going. And we are ready to explore down here. We've made it for a trade here, so let's get our trade done. I'm going to trade food for materials because I know we still are going to need those, and I'm going to do the food. And our food situation is still okay. I thought we'd be a lot lower than that. 906 is still okay for me because I may be able to hire one of those berserkers this episode too. Wouldn't that be awesome, being able to hire 3 soldiers in one episode? That's the kind of progress we need to get all of you aboard into this thing, and also get some of you trained up for what we know is going to be an eventual fatality coming up here. So I think it's important to keep hiring. Let's keep things moving. I have not received any notification yet on a flyer, so we'll keep going. A voice in the wilderness. Our operatives have discovered an abandoned Phoenix Project site. What appears to be no more than a small, nondescript shack, in fact, leads to a heavily fortified underground nuclear bunker built in the 1940s. Here, the project stored much of its older archival materials, in addition to various oddities collected by its eccentric first administrator, Randolph Symes. So we'll search. And that was a very important haul for us because even without the trading that we just did, we can afford our next technician. Sadly, a significant part of this archive seems to have been destroyed by mold. However, a number of highly valuable documents have survived, including several compilations of the proceedings of the Phoenix Working Group, one of the Phoenix Project's predecessor organizations. These accounts of investigations conducted more than a century ago can give us new insights into how we approach our work today. So we even gained some research out of this, which is good because, now we're up to reverse engineering the Redeemer. So that's good. And then getting this out of the way and heavy cannon, goo repeller. I'm happy with the order that we're going in right now. I have no problem with that at all. Let's head back for our technician hire. Nefertiti, you, and Hunter Robin, and Nikolai. And I guess the other thing I want to check, yeah, we're still searching down here. So let's go do our hire here, and then I got to figure out where to send. I guess the Aurora, I think we're okay at the moment for some initial trade. So as we're flying back to be in the vicinity of the behemoth. We'll check out a couple of these question marks on the way. And here, we're finally here to hire. So we can do our hire. So let's get in here and do that. And we can afford it now. It's going to have us highly depleted. So yes, I think we probably will be looking for some more trade opportunities. I just only have so much food available. So let's recruit. And we had space on our ships. So we have our technician with us on this one. So we're going to rename this technician in just a moment. But let me first of all, what do we have here? We have the special armor. So since you're the first one that we're hiring and naming, you will be Joe Expendable Average. You're going to be our first technician we give the name to. So let's give you the special promo armor. Being our first technician, there you go. And that's armor I've not yet been able to use in any of my games yet. That's kind of cool. So I sorry if I take a moment to take a look at it, but it's not something I'm super familiar with. And what we will also do is looking like we might need to get you a med kit. So let's build an extra one. I know you have arms to heal, but I still don't mind. Call it counterintuitive or whatever you want, but I do like having one there for the moment. And we do not have any other turrets available yet, so we're going to give you some extra ammo for the PDW. And how many shots does this baby have? It has 10. So really, we probably only need one extra clip here. So at the moment, do we have... Well, we have arms energy packs, which we can afford to carry because, you know, we can. You have extra accuracy with your PDW, so we'll have chances to shoot it. That's 20 shots in a mission. That should be more than enough. So the only other thing I can think of is a grenade or two here or there. And I don't know that you'll be one to get up close to anybody. Let's just give you a handful of grenades to round out what you're carrying. And we got you going. In fact, we'll put the grenade in the quick slot because you have your arms in an emergency. And where did your arms go? I took them off. All of a sudden, there. No wonder you were able to carry so much. But now I feel like, yeah, this is just fine. This is just fine. So there we go. We are ready to get you going out, and let's just get your name done. All right, Joe, Expendable Average, welcome to the team. And while we're at it, why don't we go down here to our other one that we're in at the base, who's getting some training as we're waiting. And we might as well just get him renamed right now. And fortunately, he came with an outfit. He came with armor. And your name is MacGyver. Somehow, the name of MacGyver for a technician just sounds appropriate for whatever reason. So we're happy to have you along. And MacGyver, I'm guessing, let me know if I'm wrong. That sounds, you know, just due to what I'm familiar with on TV, that it's a male name and a male character. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to switch that back for you. Just let me know. And there we go. We are ready to get you out. If you want new color combinations, just let me know. And as far as what to carry with you, well, you have the arms that we have available. We'll give you a pack for the arms, and we really don't have a lot else to have you carry right now, except we can see about, oh, actually there's nobody. Yeah, here's somebody we can get one of those built, and another grenade just in case you have the ability to carry a grenade. And MacGyver, let's see how much you can afford to carry. There you go. You are outfitted also. We just got to find a way to build you some turrets. And is that something we can build? Yeah, we did research that, so we should be able to. And there it is, a watcher turret. We can afford one, so we're going to at least get you one turret in production. So there, we have that now. Now, the only other sniper that I had found on the board at the time of recording was up here, Synedrion. Let's just go find out the cost. It has Survivor and Daredevil. I think Daredevil has extra damage. Survivor, I just can't remember the pluses and minuses that gives. But let's go check out the cost. and 128 in tech, which we don't have, and 438 in materials. So we cannot hire our sniper just yet. We're going to have to find a way to do some more trading to get that done. And we're starting to run out of food, which is our main trade commodity, but we'll keep working on that. We also have some explorations going on to find us some resources also. So I'm going to get the Aurora. We got the Aurora flying back. So we got that going. We're not going to go up for the sniper yet. Paul Reynolds, just so you know, that's you. What I'm going to do is skip you, and because I have the food, I am actually going to go ahead and hire one of these berserkers. I am not going to hire the first one because, you know, I'm anti-privileged these days, and we have enough privileged soldiers on our team right now. And you know who I'm talking about. What we do is we have a scavenger kind who has extra will points and perception, and doubling with extra will points here. So that's a lot of will points for remote control potentially, and healing plus 30%. That's probably not bad on a technician, if you want my opinion. Probably not bad. The other option is a corpse dispenser, which is fire resistance and rocketeer. So my first thought is we're hiring this one. We are hiring this one right here. So let's recruit. We want this person in our main base. And right now, we cannot afford. We got to find some more stuff. But I felt it important to get these people hired so we make progress. Now, let's see where else we want to fly. Well, speaking of needing to search and find things, let's do just that with Nefertiti, Hunter, and Nikolai. And then do we have our other teams ready to go? The Aurora is flying for trade, although I probably will not trade. So let's go back to the Aurora. And I can't search. Oh yeah, we're just coming here for the question mark to see if it gives us any other sites. And we're going to approach it that way. We're still waiting for a flyer. It's been a while since we've seen a flyer, so let's keep going. Well, guess what, guys? We have been ambushed. I'm not sure where. Oh, this must be down in, Madagascar or down that way. I think that was our next exploration that was up. And we have to survive 3 turns. Let's go see how difficult this will be. Fortunately, it is daytime. However, it's a high threat level. So these things are never as easy as you want them to be. Let's get down there. All right, guys. So these missions can be extremely tricky. And we have a team of 8 down here, and that means no vehicle. So we do not have the vehicle. I guess there's a hard cap limit, because I thought we had a vehicle traveling with us. So there must be a hard cap limit to how many get put down on the mission. Fortunately, the new ambush style, as we know, comes with crates. So, and we don't know which side of the map we're going to get the opportunity to evacuate from, and boy, oh boy, we got a lot to deal with on this thing. We got an Acheron over here, and this is one of the toughies. 1,200 hit points, although at least we hit 10% harder now. But this is one of the goose sprayers. It can cure armor and cure, other things off of the Pandorans. It can resurrect and call reinforcements. So if it runs out of willpower for reinforcements, it then usually reverts to resurrecting corpses. And this will be a challenge to get rid of early on, based on the other enemies that we're also facing here also. Let's find out where the siren is and what kind. Oh, and of course she's behind the freaking wall down here. And it is an instigator. So it's a psychic screamer. So there's that. And we at least, hopefully, can keep ourselves frenzied because we have Yaya on this team to help us from panic. So I think my first priority has to be the Acheron. Just has to be. And we're going to deal with the others as we go. Now, this guy's a pure claw dude that can have freakishly high movement. And does this instigator have the ability to frenzy? Well, Fortunately for that, she only can scream, so we don't have to worry about her speeding the speedy guy up anymore. So it's another claw dude over here, shield bearer. We do have a mind fragger to be mindful of, and we have a weapon over here, which is the Phoenix Point weapon. And I think that's mostly everybody. Was there anybody inside? No. Aha, I missed this guy over here. Let's see what we're dealing with here. And the Scourge, he can actually shoot at us. So that might be one priority for at least somebody to deal with. The Mind Fragger is an issue because he's close enough to hurt us. And then we don't have a clear line of sight on the Acheron. And if we want to try and get a clear line of sight on the Acheron, we just don't have a way to get quickly up on the roof to make it useful to any elevation to gain line of sight on the Acheron. So the gaining line of sight on the Acheron will be a challenge. And ambushes are all about staying alive. If you have a chance, grabbing the resources. But I've also tried to grab all the resources and paid dearly for it. So we'll see. Oh boy, we'll see how many resources we managed to grab in the end on this thing. Now this guy only has 90 hit points. That's the good part of it. And can we see him? It says we can see him. Let's just see what that shot looks like. It's not good at all. So what we might look at doing is bringing you over here. Unfortunately, okay, if I bring you up high, I could potentially, with quick aims and whatnot, get 3 shots off. Excuse me, 2 shots off is all I'm going to be able to get. So we would have to hope that one shot takes care of this guy and the other shot takes care of that thing. We could hope. So I'm basically, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have reinforcements called against us because I just don't see us getting enough oomph over here on this guy to help us out. Now, obviously I could jump far enough over there, so maybe, Dark Admiral, I'm trying to think of the best use for you right off the bat. Our controlled jump doesn't really get us as far as I would like, and it would only allow us to throw a grenade over there, which probably isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage that way. The other thing is we do have Aramex here who can boom blast for us. And Aramex, how do you have line of sight on this thing? It says you have line of sight, but I swear it's got to be like the worst line of sight ever.
Preparing to fire.
Yeah, I don't know how you have... you have X-ray vision or something to be able to have line of line of sight on that thing. I guess there's a little crack in the wall that you can see through. Can you tell I'm stalling right now, folks? I am stalling. So I am going to try, and I am going to attempt with you, Felipe. Unfortunately, to get rid of 2 that I need to right away, it gets you into claw range for some of these guys. So we may have to ignore the Acheron for the moment. I hope not. We'll see. There's also you, Sean, that can get this far at least for kill zone. So maybe we start out with kill zone on this thing to get the hurt going. And everybody else, we kind of work on the immediate threats that are around us. And this guy's also a threat because he just has to step to the side and he'll be able to shoot on in here too. So there's a lot we've got to deal with right now. So we're going to try Felipe up here because from here you can see and get 2 shots off.
Moving to coordinates.
I don't think we need aimed burst. Let's see what your shots look against the 2 different targets that I want. So it's not so great there. Pretty damn good here. So I guess what we'll do is we'll start here. And do I dare? Now we really got to kill him so he doesn't return fire, because you are definitely within return fire range of this guy. Or Yeah, I think you're on the borderline. So we're getting return fire. And then I'm thinking we might have a grenade or something that can be tossed over here to maybe pick up both these guys and damage things that way. In fact, speaking of grenades, yeah, don't you usually... If I switch the grenade to you now, you'd have to stand there and throw it. So let's see what kind of range you have with your grenade. What kind of an arm do you bring? Well, we can't pick up the other guy, but at least we can start damage. And if we're lucky, pick up the head. Or not pick up the head and get it to bleed out. Oh, we disabled the head. We disabled it all. It's just disabled, and it's going to bleed out. So congratulations. So well, yeah, what we will do now is we'll take our shot with you, Felipe, full on the other guy over here.
Taking aim.
And it'll allow you to move away from the claws that'll be coming at us. Oh, no. Well, thank goodness we were just out of range on this guy. Holy smokes. That was a horrible shot. And quick aim is going to be even worse. And quick aim then won't allow you to really escape. But I've got to do it. Can we hit a little better than that? Okay. Jump down. At least you're not on the pedestal, although we do have to worry about this guy shooting us from that direction. So we need a little extra push on this guy.
What's our move?
Jackrabbit, you could maybe provide that push from here. That also then gets you in range of shots here and there and everywhere. We got a lot of exposed individuals how we're starting here, but Jackrabbit, you wouldn't be able to oh, that would give you a shot from here. So let's try it. It won't give you Overwatch though, and is that more important? Should we move with somebody else to try and give us the shot, like perhaps this guy? And I think this is not a great shot if we check it out.
Come get some.
Oh yeah, I think it might be good enough. We're gonna good enough to try, and we're not gonna do quick aim with it. We're gonna try a regular shot here. Okay, that threat is gone, and we can run to wherever we feel it's best for us. So let's keep that in our back pocket, and then we'll be able to quick aim. This guy has a few too many hit points for my preference, and this guy's the weaker of them. And this guy's a brute, so he has the spitterhead to go along with it. Now,
I'm ready.
Now, Max Coda, we got to get you healed on this one, unfortunately. Now, we could dash you over here to potentially get us a nice swipe here. Problem is, that's going to do nothing to kill. We could dash you over here to maybe get 2 zaps at 16, which is only about half of what we need also. Now we have
Here.
jet jump, and that would then help us if we did a controlled jet jump over here with a mallet and then your mallet on top. Then all of a sudden we've got this guy under control. That would then leave a grenade to help maybe weaken these guys over here for starters, because they'll come at us. And then that will leave our sniper, which I can then bring over here and at least get kill zone on that thing to provide as much hurt as we can hope this first turn. And then that ultimately leaves you, Jackrabbit. And unfortunately on your first shot you cannot see this guy. Once again, it says you can see this siren, but we know that's a bunch of rubbish. So I guess we don't get your Overwatch shot. That's where we get your shot on the big guy. So maybe we just think about coming up here for Overwatch, and since we don't have the line of sight for anything, we just bring you here for Overwatch. And that's not really an amazing Overwatch. There's a lot in the way. So I'd rather bring you farther for Overwatch. So let's bring you wide here, pick up what we can pick up. And that'll still allow us to do the overwatch at a better angle over here. It gets us closer to these guys though, but we're about to grenade them. So let's grenade them to see what kind of damage we do. And the wall may come down, and that may completely change our choices that we make coming up. So let's launch the grenade. Hopefully it lands where it does some damage. And speaking of walls, it just went down. And we did damage pretty much only on the Siren Instigator. So I think that does open up an actual line of sight now.
Preparing to fire.
We're going to center in to try and wear this thing down for starters. Not so worried about the head since we're frenzied. And then we're going to overwatch against this thing. It could be that the Siren gets a pass if the Arthron runs in the way of the overwatch. Even if I narrow it down or aim it this way, this guy could still ruin things by running over there. But we'll try this. And this guy. We can move you somewhere. I'm just not sure where yet. Let's see how far you can make it. Well, you could make it up to this thing now. Unfortunately, that gets you closer to those that'll be coming at us. So I've still got you two. And I'm still thinking of doing the double jump over here just so that guy doesn't shoot at us. And I'm torn on Sean. I almost feel like since we aren't going to kill this guy anyway, we have to take a turn against overwatching for what's in front of us. Problem is, what is the right direction to overwatch? We're going to bring you right here, this guy, to pick this stuff up. Because we need this stuff anyway. And we'll leave the rest be for now. And I guess we'll run you back just to have some distance. Of course, that leaves Felipe as the target, but we'll run you here.
Pushing the limits.
And
I'm ready.
about all you'll be able to do, Ramex, is hunker. And what we're going to do before we do that, let's get your return fire thing out there. Hopefully, we got a lot of people potentially standing in the way for return fire, but we don't have a lot of shooters anyway. But we're still going to set up return fire. Because there could be some other shooter out there that we're unaware of. We're going to jump over here and do a controlled jump. Oh, so much for that plan that we came up with. So maybe what we do is we just come here and gain this crate. It gives access potentially, depending on how he moves, to the Acheron. And we grenade this guy. And hopefully the grenade does enough hurt that our follow-up over here, because you also have gun kata, can get the job done. So before we do that, let's get a sense. The first turn is always the hardest in an ambush. So we can make it with the double dash. We can do that. After that, however, I don't know. A double dash takes 6, and a gun kata would take 2. So we would just have enough for a single gun kata to hopefully take him out then after. So we're going to go for this plan and hope there's no other hidden enemies that we're going to get exposed to. Didn't find anything there. We're not going to pick that stuff up yet. Instead, we're throwing a grenade to give us some room to pick up stuff. And we took out his legs. Now we're going to get ourselves dashing.
Pushing on.
And I don't have to use the other dash, which is good news. So I can potentially have 2 gun kata now if I need it to finish the guy off. Because 2 zaps will not be enough. So we're going for the stick. And we took out a gun arm. Even though he can regenerate. But that's nice to know in the short term. Now we have a gun kata. And speaking of 30, his health is... Yeah, we got to shoot him.
Aiming.
Yeah, he's moving around so much. There, we found him. What do you know? We'll go on to this is terrible when it's close range like that. Now, it still says I haven't used gun kata, so let's do gun kata and try and there we got a body part. He's not so wiggly anymore. We're gonna try to hit a part that's not hurt if possible to get him bleeding more.
Target hit.
And we're going to go and check out what his health is. He's bleeding 40. Yeah, so we got to hit him one more time. Got to hit him one more time. So let's do it.
Ready to engage.
And we'll do it right there. Now he should bleed out. Yes. So he's done. And just about everybody's done. All we got left is you, Sean, and I got to figure out the best way to potentially use you. I guess what we're going to do is I'm going to have you come over here. I do have a shot. Oh, I have a shot there. So I guess this is your guy to go after. We're going to go for the leg. See if we can slow him down. And you did. And then we're going to have you do the overwatch over here and see if we can pick him up when he gets moving. A lot of obstacles, so it's not a guarantee by any means. This guy, you're done. We're about to get attacked here, so I'm stalling. Let's see if we survive. So we did not get a chance to shoot the siren. Oh, yes, we did.
I just felt something break.
We didn't shoot the siren, but we killed somebody, and we just got more reinforcements. So you are good. That's not good. Not on a mission where we have to escape. That is not good. And you get full reign to charge at us. And we are going to have to keep everybody frenzied so we don't panic. Okay. Unfortunately, do you have goo immunity? Apparently not if you have that symbol. So you do not have goo immunity. So one thing we're going to have to do is heal you because I may have to throw a grenade on you. Let's face it. So we do see right off the bat the Acheron. How good of a shot. It's not a bad shot. To just try to wear down some husk. So we're going to try wearing down some husk. And then we're going to have you get yourself healed, Max. Because I see a grenade being thrown at you in your future. And let's hope... Oh man, I wish we had stomper legs. That's another good way to get rid of those things, but we don't have mutations yet, or a berserker with stomper legs on this team anyway. So, well, let's hope the evac zone is over on this side, so maybe we can hang on with you over there. What we will do in the meantime is I will, Max, come back to you and see if you have a shot. And unfortunately, you don't even have a shot on that guy. I don't believe it. Yeah, see? I knew there. It's not a great shot, but we're going to take it.
That's it. I'm dead out here.
That was a good line, especially for someone stuck. That's it. I'm dead out here. Oh, man. Okay, so our Overwatch has worked to kill. Except I think we also got hit in the process. Sean, shame on you. But the guy was right there. You probably killed him with one, and your second follow-through killed the... Oh, man. And we have a gimpy leg also, which is not going to help our escape. So let's get you healed now. This guy. So we had a little friendly fire occurrence here on this mission. So now we have lots of things coming up here to do and think about and be concerned about. And one of them is to try and get some shots maybe over on this guy too. But we can't quite see it. I guess we should take care of the siren first.
Do we have a plan?
Yeah, we kind of do. We also have a lot of people that do not have will right now because of that siren. But at least for another turn, we should be frenzied. So let's take your shot. Since you can focus on the head, let's do it. So at least if we don't kill her, she's close enough where she can slash us too. So there, we're going to do more overall damage here because there's less armor. So let's just do it. And we'll hold off on your Overwatch. Sean, where do I want you to shoot? Or can you shoot on this guy and not hit our butt again? And unfortunately, we only see the shield for the most part. So we're not going to get advantage of your Overwatch per se. So I may just come over here. We risk getting gooed, unfortunately. There's no goo immunity with you, so I don't know that I want to get us that close to this guy unless we come over here. Yeah, there's no line to get over on the Acheron, so we need to just get this stuff dealt with over here. What we're going to do is hang on a second. Let's take a look at you, Felipe, and where do you have shots? Now this guy is a shield bearer, so all we really got to do is this. He's moving. Let's wait for his claw to come out a little bit. Like that, without the dramatic zoom. And he's dealt with. That allows us to take a second shot and or move. So let's take a look at your second shot. And over here is where we want to take a look at it. And I think we'll just take this. Because then we only need one more little push to hopefully take that thing out. And Yaya, we're going to give you the chance to make that little push. Let's see what your shot looks like without moving in case we need two of them. I'm going down here to the tail. And we have a chance, albeit a slim one, we have a chance to take her down. Okay, that was a slim one. That was the slim to none chance that we just took. So much for getting you the kill. Ramex. We don't really have anyone else here, so are you gonna bleed out? No, but you're gonna panic and then still not bleed out. So we need one more little oomphy push, and you can provide it right here, this guy. Alright, that was a nice will point hit. It even gets the Acheron down a bit. So what I may work on doing is launching a grenade over there with you, Ramex, since our immediate situation is handled. Dark Admiral, we have an action. I'm not, since he's only one against us, we're going to pick up our crate. And what else could be helpful? Could a poison grenade come in handy for us? Trying to help us escape. I think we're going to pick it up just in case. And we'll pick up some of this ammo. And we tend to need Sinidier and crossbow stuff. And it's all just ammo. We're just going to load you up. And now we have some freedom of movement until we figure out where all the reinforcements are going to be coming at us. At least for a tiny bit. So let's try this. I'm going to come over here and set Overwatch on this guy from a position of semi-safety.
Moving to position.
And do we want to try, I guess since there's no malfunction yet on this weapon, we're going to try using it to try and input any kind of damage, the maximum kind of damage that we can on that guy with an Overwatch. And Jackrabbit, I'm just going to do a single Overwatch with you over here, just in case he moves in that direction. And then Ramex, you're really it. And the options are grenades, but I'm not going to use that yet. I'm not going to choose that option just yet. What I'm going to do with you instead, gosh darn it, we can't even jet jump you. Well, what we'll do, well, that only picks up Will for you. I was hoping we could jet jump over to here. Can we run in there? We can't run in there with you either. We can get upstairs, but that also is not going to pick it up. We can't make it up here. If only we did not lose our will. So maybe what we do, since we're going to lose, just to give us all a buffer, is I recover your will just so you can jet jump potentially at Ramex, pick up some will if we need it next time, and go from there.
Count to 10. Breathe.
Okay, more reinforcements, just what we needed. Ah, we hit the structure instead of it. He's resurrecting, but hopefully there's nobody over there to be resurrected. And his will is down to 4. So you know what? Let's no, we can't. Let's try and take advantage of that somehow. Oh, there's an enemy right in front of us. He came close enough. Like that taunting Acheron in another episode, except he can be hit and picked up, except he has the touch of void. Well, he picked the wrong person to stand next to. You know why? Because we can give him 3 zaps, up to 3 zaps, and protect ourselves that way. No, 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 he ran away, now we can't protect ourselves. Unless, but then we risk having our arm damaged. Oh man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So much for Pain Chameleon. But then he turns into an Umbra, which we don't want to have happen. So we gotta be careful here. We've got to be careful with our choices. Now what we can do is shoot the Acheron in a hurtful way. Let's see if that might be our best play here. And I think it is, even though I may either panic or try to mind control him. Now, this is the last turn of Frenzy. So what I'm going to do with everybody is jump you up here. Even though I probably could use your grenade or something. We're going to jump you up here to pick up will for everybody.
Here goes nothing.
Ramex, and since you're a target for any sniper that's entered the map, we'll do that. And we don't know yet. We have one more turn to survive before we have to find out where we get to survive to. So let's see.
Receiving loud and
Sean. We saw what your Overwatch was like, so I'm not interested in necessarily in standing you there to Overwatch. What I was thinking of doing is coming over here and let's at least see if we have enough will. And we don't quite have enough will points with who we're dealing with here. Well, because if I bring you here, I don't know that we have a line of sight on the guy then. Because there's your extra will. And there's your line of sight. So let's get the guy panicked. So he can't spend a turn to recover his will, and that delays him being able to do anything more with reinforcement calling. Then all I'm going to do, and what do we have left in will? You still have 6, Yaya, so you can still refrenzy us next turn. Because I'm kind of thinking we need to see about getting refrenzied. And we're kind of cheating everybody over this way.
Already.
not knowing which way. So I can come over here, Jackrabbit, and have you overwatch. I'm still debating, do I throw a grenade? Do I throw a grenade? Do I throw a grenade? Who should throw a grenade? Throw a grenade, throw a grenade. And you know, we're all grouping over here, so now we know the exit zone is going to be way over on this side. We just know that now. But, I'm going to bring a sniper up here, take a chance. Once again, you wouldn't have had the grenade to throw, but help us defensively maybe. And then we have this guy who's going to be a little slow running for us. And we don't know if you're going to have a potential shot through that little dip, but we're going to take a look at it anyway. And we're going to try it.
Hostile damaged.
And then we have you also, Felipe, and you're the one I'm thinking of bringing over here and chucking a little grenade over here to help us out.
Trying to reposition.
Yeah, and I think we just got to try it and hope we don't take off a limb in the process. And we didn't. Small favors. We did not. We can get you here for one more zap. It's mostly going to have him frozen, but not quite.
Moving.
So what we do is we back you off. And then Dark Admiral, there's nothing else for you to do, so we will hunker. And we got to worry about you now, Sean. Now this guy's going to panic. So I think what we're going to do is we're grouping folks up if there's a grenade launcher out there, but gives you a much better chance for when he panics to do some hurt to him. So let's do it. Holy smokes, where is our... Okay, we have a mind controller out there. He was able to shoot once. And where? The all-important question, where the heck is our evac? Holy smokes! It's where I didn't think it would be! We have a chance to get the hay out of here! Oh, baby! Okay. So, did you get any paralysis on you, Dark Admiral? No. Thank goodness for armor, and thank goodness he went for you and not somebody else. So, in the process of working to get out of here, we are going to take you, Max, to finish the zap on this guy so he doesn't ruin plans with paralysis. So I can get you here in one move.
Moving.
To do that. And then it's a matter of kind of hiding people behind walls from this lady over here. Because that is one heck of a tough hellion. We need to get out of here to hell with more materials that we could pick up and take. We got some, and that's just going to have to be good enough. Now, unfortunately, that's the thing that's going to ruin the whole thing. Oh, no. You can't run. This guy, you can't run. It's going to take you like 3 or 4 turns to get out of here. And it'll put you in line of sight of mind control. But there's no other way to do it, my man. There's no other way to do it.
Moving in quick.
That leg hurt us bad. Getting that leg. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, let's see if we can find a way to help him. Well, there was a way to help him, and I blew it this first turn. I blew it. I played a misplay as rather than frenzying first. The good news is it's going to help us get out in 2 more turns. So we do know the limits of how to get us out of here. Now we have you back here. You're speedy, but I don't think you're going to quite make it this turn to catch us. I do have
I'm ready.
a boom blaster up here, or not a boom blaster, but I have a grenade up here. I don't know that it's worth really using anywhere except maybe here, because I don't think it's going to make much difference there. And before I do that, his will points were able to be recovered after that panic, so there's going to be more coming at us. Let's see. Sean, we don't have Overwatch for you, but I'm kind of thinking, is there a way to what we need to do with you is get you in line of sight of the Hellion and set out some Overwatch. Unfortunately, that's what I'm thinking we should do. Unfortunately, the Acheron could run in the way.
I got this covered.
Oh well. We can hit that guy. He's a little far away. This is the biggest wild card that we have out there that we know of. So I'm just coming in here for a shot to try and hurt her. And we did. And then what we're going to probably do with you, Ramex, is I'm going to throw a grenade over there just because we can. Then I'll have you jump down. Then we'll have you jump down. Because you can't reach the siren. And will a grenade really make a difference over here? I think we have a chance to make more difference here by slowing him down with losing a leg or something. And guess what? Not just 1 leg, but 2 legs. We slowed him down. So Ramex, good job. We're going to jump you down now. And you? Have you picked everything up? No, you actually have an open backpack. They're only peripherals, but we might as well. And Jackrabbit, that opens it up for you also now to Overwatch over here. Hopefully not picking up, once again, the Acheron. And then Max, we're going to place you here also on Overwatch. Just because we need every chance we can get. I guess we'll make yours closer in case she charges in for mind control. Yeah, we're going to get you back over this way. We're just starting to pull people back.
I'm here.
And once again, we'll take another Overwatch shot from here. All hands on deck for Overwatch. And Dark Admiral. You're fully laden, so we'll just leave it that way, and we can come out here for you. You just don't have range. So not sure where to move you. I guess we'll kind of keep you over in this direction so you can Overwatch in general out here against these guys moving towards us, just in case. Of course, that wall's really in the way. Oh, another one. Well, and there goes all our Overwatch.
Hostile destroyed.
But we really hurt their will points. That was a nice slow motion dramatic fall by the Acheron. No. So she ran all the way she could and did not mind control us. Thank goodness. She was trying to show off a little speed. Thank goodness. So what we're going to do here is we can probably throw a grenade and then get close. We still got a problem with this Hellion, though, because she can come around around the corner and hurt us with that mind control. See, you can make it a little bit farther now. Except we got so many Hellions coming our way. I'm a little worried, guys. I'm a little bit worried. Because this one, I can come over here and take the shot and see if we get lucky on the head. What kind of armor is on the head right now? 20. So it could be doable to take out a head from here.
Moving out.
Oh no, except we got a freaking thing up here with us that I didn't notice. So if I shoot this, then I have a fireworm to explode on us. So I have to ignore it. Doggone, that would have been good for taking out the head. Wouldn't it have been now? Let's just look at this shot. Okay, we still wouldn't have been able to take out the head, so I guess we're just running away. Trying to get out of here.
Ready to engage. Kill
Aiming.
confirmed.
Doggone it. We have other possibilities here. Ramex, one of those possibilities. Oh, it doesn't look like you can raise your gun over that wall, or can you? I don't know if we can do enough damage. And then it puts you in range of that fireworm. Or do we just try to get out of here and worry about the mind control later if and when it happens? Kind of the way I'm leaning. So let's just bring you here. And see if we can just plop a grenade over there and hurt her some more. Trying to do what we can. We do have you, Felipe. Now we have another one that's going to be coming at us from this direction. I just don't know what the best course of action is going to be for us. So I think we have to keep, as far as I know, we just got to keep retreating a bit. And we need to take care of this worm. Max. We have abilities to zap with you, but none of your zapping will be enough to deal with sirens. And you can make it out right now as we stand. I'm thinking of bringing you over here to shoot through here if this lady mind controller comes at us with your Overwatch. This one's almost closer, coming through this way. So we're going to do your Overwatch like that. I don't know if that's the best or not, but it's what we're doing.
Nothing's getting past me.
That means you, Max, are going to be over concerned on this side. Everybody else will be concerned in that direction. I'm going to bring you here, Felipe. And we're going to Overwatch this way. We're going to bring you, Max, here.
Let's go.
And we're going to Overwatch this way, too. And then we got you, Dark Admiral. We could do a short jet jump, but a mallet swing really isn't going to pay us off, or pay off at all in any way, shape, or form. So we're just backing you up. Oh, we didn't want that against the worm. I didn't even think about the worm. Shame on me. Now we got wide open Hellion here to mind control us. Okay. Is there any hope for us? Is there any hope for us? Ramex, there's no jet jumping out of here anymore. It's all about killing her right now.
Hope I can find cover. This better work.
She's going to bleed out, but the question is, does that person move first or not? I don't know. Let's take a look at your shot. Oh, you're out of ammo. So we won't look at your your shot. Not enough action. Oh, we already... Oh, you've panicked. Holy smokes.
What are we doing?
Okay, let's see if we can throw a grenade with you. Not that this is the most effective grenade in this situation, but we're going to do it. It's just enough. Okay. Holy crap, now we got another freaking thing over here. Okay. Let's not panic. We can't see it right off the bat. So we can see it right off the bat with some others here. And the way to do it is we've got to, this one we got to try taking out the head. So I'm thinking we're just going to charge right in here and shoot 2 close range shots at the head. Then we also have you to take shots. And then we either have you to overwatch to finish her off or a regular shot to finish her off. And that's pretty much everybody. So these things are just going to have to count. These things are just going to have to matter. And we're going to have to hope our frenzy lasts one more turn, or we're all panicking to Kingdom Come here. So we're going to bring you here for your shot.
Gotta focus.
We're going to bring you here.
What are we doing?
For your headshot. Because we have no will for us. We have no will. So we can't do all our special little gun katas and this and that. And we missed. That was not part of the playbook. Max, I'm disappointed. Max, I am extremely disappointed. Who do we have left that can do anything? Not too many. This guy, you don't have line of sight over there, so we're running you towards the exit zone. Dark Admiral, you don't have. We're running you towards the exit zone. Felipe, we cannot. We don't have any will. So we're running you out of the way. It's all down to Sean. And I need to shoot out the head. Unfortunately, that leaves the claw. That leaves the claw. Doggone it.
Let's move.
Let's do this.
Can we interject some poison too? We're not out of the woods. We're still hurting. Cross your fingers. Oh no! Here we go, Sean!
That doesn't feel right.
Okay. How far can we all get? I need 2 more turns.
I have to move.
And we got guys coming at us.
Ready.
Sean, can't do much but this, and we're going to do that and then get you evac'd out of here before things get worse. Holy smokes, holy smokes, holy smokes. Guess what you have will for?
I need an angle.
Thank you, Sean.
Steady.
Now, I got to make sure we leave you 1 step after we finish. So 1 more shot. Thank you, Sean. That was huge. Because we can move, we can take care of this thing now, and then maybe even have shots to help against this thing. Let's just make sure she's not touched by the void. Thank goodness. And she is bleeding 10 with 20 poison. She's not dying yet. Max, you see something over here? I don't know what. Oh, it's the new entry. Well, we're moving you over here. And we're going to give you a shot too. Yeah, you're seeing things across the map. Let's focus on what we need here. And this time, let's hit the head. Or some other body part. Well, the head doesn't have armor. Let's hit the head. There, you hit it. You showed us you can do it. Now I think she's bleeding out. Not quite. I guess we'll have you shoot 1 more time. All right, Jackrabbit. Can you shoot off? This guy, he's a brute, so he has more than just a claw. What kind of a hit can you give us on him? Not a great hit. So he's bleeding now, and we can overwatch with you as a backup. We have you over here that has will. And is everybody frenzied? No. Will points on this guy is 4. So guess what you're taking a shot and doing for us right now. Let's reload and take this shot. We'll take it right there. You're going to have this guy panic now next turn, so we don't have to worry about the spitterhead. And Jackrabbit, I think normally you'll be able to make it out, so we're just going to do a random overwatch. This guy's not going to make it. He's not a threat. Someone may come this way, so let's just see if we can get lucky picking something up this way. And go with that. Dark Admiral. I'm not aware of any immediate threats right in front of us, so everybody else is going to move towards the exit zone.
Right there.
What are we doing?
Okay, you can be on Overwatch, so let's just put you on Overwatch. I mean, we know this guy's here. Let's just look for the panic. And Felipe, we don't know where anything else might be coming from you now, so we're just going to do a random Overwatch out here for any surprises that way, because you can get out otherwise. And Sean, just because you're hurting so much, except yeah, we got to leave you because you're bleeding. There's no, I have nobody else. I guess what we could have done is had him heal you. That's my oversight. But we're getting you out of here. We're evacuating you now, just so you don't bleed out on us. And who's left? We're done. Holy smokes. We've overstayed our welcomes, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for us to leave. This guy, you're the slowpoke. Get out of here. I think everybody else can now make it. All right, Felipe. Number 1. First guy, I think, to level 7. Congratulations. We got something positive out of this mission, besides a bunch of hurt. I thought we were going to lose somebody for sure. I was getting my mind wrapped around this guy not being able to make it out. But he limped and hobbled, and the rest of us helped cover for him, worked as a team, and we made it happen. I don't know how. Smoke and mirrors were involved somehow. But we got out of here. All right, we escaped the ambush. And we probably paid as much out. No, we ended up coming out ahead, even with all the resources we spent. We got some research available. A fireworm autopsy we'll throw in there because that gives us some more materials even. And then we're stopping right here, guys. That was longer than expected ambush, and we had to search and find the ambush to begin with. So this is one heck of a long mission again. Sorry for throwing so many long ones at you recently, but I can't help it when we don't start out with a mission and we got to do all that time searching. So I still hope you enjoyed that ambush. It was intense for me. We'll see if that translated to the video or not. But this is Zigzag Zog signing off from somewhere in this world. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.